we're going straight in.
Yeah.
I was going to say, have I got to answer in Swedish?
Hi, Dean.
Hi.
This is Gig Sweden.
Wait, are you filming? Is it
Are
already
you
started?
ready?
Yeah, I've started.
Oh, okay.
So this is GEG Sweden,
Yes.
part of it, and we are very excited to be here today. So we just want to ask you one question. What are the top 3 things that you take with you tonight?
From today's content?
From today, just today.
Okay, the first thing is that, as always in these events, when I'm speaking to people tonight, the biggest thing that people tell me they love is networking.
Okay.
So getting to meet all of these other people from all of these other countries, and finding out about the different systems that operate, people that are sharing challenges. So that's the first one, is just, I feel really privileged to have the opportunity to connect everyone here.
Do you all know all the names? Honestly.
I know all the names. Can I connect them to all the faces?
No.
That's more difficult.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, that was one.
That's one. I think the second thing is just how willing everyone is to jump in and try new things. And I think there's something in that to take away.
Okay.
Where I think we can really get bogged down in our day-to-day work as educators sometimes, and it feels like, oh, this thing's really frustrating, I find this really hard, or it's really annoying in the day. But actually, when you get out of that zone and you realize that you're not on your own, you're not on an island when there's a bigger picture, I think taking that with me, actually, just in my work now as well, day to day. So that's the second thing, I think, is willingness being open to trying new things.
So networking and willingness to try new things.
Yeah.
And the third one.
The
chocolate. No.
The chocolate was amazing.
Yeah.
Is it still there? Is there still
Yes,
there?
yes.
It's gone.
It's gone. Oh no. The chocolate. No, I went to Neil's session. Did anyone? Yeah,
Yes,
you were in
I
Neil's
was,
session.
I was
Yep.
there too.
And I've already read his book, so definitely read In the
you did.
Moment if you haven't read it yet,
Yeah.
and make sure you get a copy. One thing that I've really noticed since reading that book is reincorporating, where he talked about it a bit in the session we were in, where Dave reincorporated some ideas. So for me, that whole structure that he provides, Lager, that structure that he went through today, since reading the book, I've seen that play out in so many different things. And I think part of it is, maybe I'm repeating the last one, which is it's being open to offers that people are giving you. So if someone says, why don't we try this thing out? Just accepting it and then actually building on it as well and taking
Yes,
it even
and.
further. Yes, and exactly. Because maybe the third one is having the courage to build bigger things and realizing that it's better not just to do that on your own and to properly listen.
So are you going to practice this on your own?
Yeah, I would like to think that I already am, actually. So, again, if you read the book, In the Moment, the structure is really clear about listening, accepting someone's offer that they've given you, sending them another offer, exploring what you could do, and then reincorporating some of those ideas.
And that needs some practice?
Definitely, yeah. I don't think anyone can do it all of the time.
No. We
It's
have to
like-
help each other to practice.
Yeah, on a similar note, there's this other book that I've been reading called Radical Candor. Has anyone heard of this? It's a book all about giving feedback. And Radical Candor is basically, if you imagine there's a chart like this, just with 4 quadrants, so you have your y-axis and your x-axis. And on the x-axis is challenge directly. And on the y-axis is care personally. If you care personally about someone and you challenge directly, that's radical candor.
Wow.
You can give them direct feedback in a way that you know will work for them because you care personally, you've built a relationship with them, but you can be direct about the thing that you're talking about. But what tends to happen is a lot of people care personally, but they're too afraid to challenge directly. So when they give feedback, they end up in this other quadrant, which is called ruinous empathy, which is that I feel bad. If I'm going to tell someone something they can improve, I feel bad about it, so I'm just not going to tell them. Which in many ways is even worse, because if they could improve, then it's good to let them know. And it reminds me, all of these things feel interlinked. I don't know how to summarize this third point.
Well, that was a good point, because
Yes.
I have these conversations or talks as assistant principal, and I think I should read that book.
You should see it. You should. I think that So it's written by a lady called Kim Scott, and she used to work for Google. She's worked for lots of big companies. And there was one day that one of her managers watched her do a presentation. And after the presentation, it went well, but after the presentation, her manager said to her, "You need to stop saying so much because it makes you sound stupid." Which on the face of it seems really harsh, right? But the relationship that they had, her manager knew that she could say that and Kim wouldn't, you know, it maybe hurt initially in the moment, but she knew that Kim wouldn't be offended. And also,
And she would improve.
exactly, she would get better. And if it hadn't have been said like that, it wouldn't have had the power to actually make her make a change. If she said, "Oh, that was a really great presentation, but maybe next time think about not umming so much," it probably would have just been a throwaway thing. So it stuck with her, and then she would improve.
They had a trust.
Exactly.
She trusted him.
And that's the care personally, is like
Yeah.
making sure you have this empathy and understanding for the person as well. So what's the third one? The third one is maybe consciously practicing presentation and conversation skills.
And you can always improve.
Or, yeah, everyone can improve. Even Neil. Even Neil, I think, right? Do you agree? I don't know.
Yeah.
There's not a lot I could improve about his session.
Even if I'm old, I can always improve.
Right. Everyone can improve. Though I don't think age matters.
No.
But I think it's more like, even if you've been doing something for 10 years, you can still get better.
Yes, that's what I tell new students or new teachers. You're never done as a teacher.
Yes.
You can always learn new things. You can always improve. So.
And this group energizes me with that, because I think we all probably know some colleagues at school who feel like, yeah, I know that this is the way that I do it and it works, so I just keep doing it this way forevermore. But being in this group, you remember that actually not everyone is like that, and there are people that even after doing this for so many years, they still want to learn new things.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Otherwise, that was probably longer than you wanted. Right?
Yes,
You can
and
edit it. Yeah.
Because we do these short recordings for GEG Sweden.
Yeah, I love it.
A lot of tips, teacher tips. So
So maybe you can cut it down and make me sound coherent.
yes.
Well, it's been a long day, but I hope it was helpful.
Thank you so much.
thank you
No worries,
very much.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll